Do you know what foods to avoid if you have prostate enlargement? Prostate enlargement, also known as benign prostatic hyperplasia or BPH, is a common condition that can cause frustrating symptoms like frequent urination, difficulty in fully emptying the bladder, sleepless nights, and tired mornings. It's like a vicious cycle. The more you're awake, the more you need to urinate. And the less you sleep, the more tired you feel. But did you know that your diet can play a significant role in managing and even worsening these symptoms? Yes, you heard that right. Certain foods can exacerbate the symptoms of prostate enlargement, making the condition even more challenging to handle. So, if you're dealing with an enlarged prostate that's causing frequent urination, it's essential to be mindful of your diet. Stick around as we dive into 6 foods that you should absolutely avoid if you're dealing with BPH. Knowledge that could potentially transform your quality of life. First on our list is dairy products. A staple in many diets, dairy products encompass a wide range of foods, from milk to cheese to yogurt and butter. But did you know that these delicious items could potentially exacerbate symptoms of prostate enlargement? Studies have shown that men who consume high amounts of dairy products may experience a worsening of their symptoms. For instance, one study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that men who consumed more than 2.5 servings of dairy per day had a greater risk of developing prostate enlargement compared to those who consumed less than half a serving per day. The exact reason behind this correlation is yet to be fully understood. However, some researchers speculate that the high amount of calcium found in dairy products could potentially inhibit the production of a hormone known as calcitriol. This hormone helps regulate cell growth in the prostate, and a lack of it could potentially lead to an enlargement of the prostate. Now, this doesn't mean you have to completely eliminate dairy from your diet, but if you're dealing with prostate enlargement, it might be beneficial to limit your intake. Consider substituting dairy products with non-dairy alternatives such as almond milk, coconut yogurt, or vegan cheese. Next up, spicy foods. Often a favorite for many, spicy foods can add a zing to your palate, but did you know they can also exacerbate symptoms of an enlarged prostate? That's right, if you're a fan of hot peppers, jalapenos, or that extra spicy curry, you might want to rethink your choices. Spicy foods are known to irritate the bladder, leading to increased frequency of urination. This is particularly problematic for those with prostate enlargement, as it can worsen the already frustrating symptom of frequent urination. A study published in Urology Annals found a significant association between the consumption of spicy foods and the severity of symptoms in men with benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. The study concluded that those who regularly indulged in spicy foods experienced a higher degree of lower urinary tract symptoms compared to those who consumed less spicy foods. Now that's food for thought, isn't it? But why does this happen? Spicy foods can cause inflammation in the body, which may lead to the swelling of the prostate gland, making symptoms worse. This doesn't mean you have to remove all spice from your life. Moderation is key. While enjoying your favorite spicy dish once in a while might not cause significant harm, frequent consumption can lead to discomfort. So to manage your symptoms better, you might want to consider reducing your intake of spicy foods. It's a small step but can make a big difference in managing an enlarged prostate. Another food group to avoid is alcohol. Yes, you heard it right. Alcohol can indeed exacerbate the symptoms of prostate enlargement. Let's delve into the science behind this. Alcohol is a diuretic, meaning it increases urine production, which can lead to more frequent trips to the bathroom. This is particularly problematic for those dealing with an already enlarged prostate, as it can amplify the existing symptoms. Researchers from the Boston University School of Public Health conducted a study and found links between alcohol consumption and an increased risk of benign prostatic hyperplasia. The study found that men who consumed 3 or more alcoholic drinks per day were 33% more likely to report symptoms of prostate enlargement compared to men who never drank. It's not only about the quantity, but also the type of alcohol. A study published in the Journal of Urology suggested that beer is associated with increased prostate volume, whereas wine seemed to have a lesser impact. So when it comes to alcohol, it may not just be a matter of how much, but what kind. But don't worry, we're not suggesting you should give up your favorite drink entirely. Moderation is key here. By limiting your alcohol consumption, you can help manage your symptoms better. So the next time you reach for that pint or whiskey, remember, limiting your alcohol consumption could help better manage your prostate enlargement symptoms. It's all about making mindful choices for your health. Next up on our list to avoid are processed foods. These are foods that have been modified from their natural state for convenience, longevity, or taste. They often contain high levels of sodium, unhealthy fats, and added sugars, all of which can exacerbate the symptoms of an enlarged prostate. Now, you might be wondering why. Let's delve a little deeper. A study published in the Journal of Urology found a strong association between high sodium intake and worsening symptoms of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. The excessive salt in processed foods can lead to water retention, bloating, and further strain on your urinary system, intensifying those uncomfortable trips to the bathroom. Another concern is the unhealthy fats. Trans fats and saturated fats commonly found in processed foods can lead to inflammation and increase the risk of prostate enlargement. A report in the World Journal of Urology highlighted this link, suggesting that a diet high in these fats could lead to worsening BPH symptoms. And let's not forget about added sugars. Consuming too much sugar can lead to weight gain, and obesity is a well-known risk factor for prostate enlargement. A study in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism showed that men who were obese had a significantly higher risk of developing BPH. So the next time you reach for that bag of chips or can of soda, think about your prostate. Reducing your intake of processed foods could be beneficial for your prostate health. If you're finding this video helpful, please take a moment to hit the like button so you never miss out on our new informative videos. Caffeine is another big no-no. Now I know what you're thinking, but I need my morning coffee. Well, let's dive into why you might want to reconsider that cup of joe, especially if you're dealing with prostate enlargement. Caffeine is a known stimulant. It wakes you up, gets your heart pumping, and yes, it also stimulates your bladder. This means that if you're already dealing with frequent urination due to an enlarged prostate, caffeine can make the situation worse. It's like adding fuel to a fire. Scientific studies back up this claim. One study found that men who consumed more than 2 cups of coffee a day had a higher risk of prostate enlargement. Another study showed that caffeine can exacerbate urinary symptoms in men with an enlarged prostate. But it's not just coffee we need to be cautious about. Caffeine is found in many other drinks like tea, energy drinks, and even some sodas. So, if you're dealing with prostate enlargement, it's essential to be mindful of your caffeine intake across the board. Now, I'm not suggesting you quit caffeine cold turkey. That could lead to withdrawal symptoms. Instead, try to gradually reduce your intake. Perhaps swap out that coffee for a herbal tea or switch from soda to water. Remember, every small change counts. Limiting caffeine could be a significant step in managing your prostate health. Lastly, red meat. As tempting as it might be to savor a juicy steak or a mouth-watering burger, it's important to consider the impact they have on your prostate health. Red meat is rich in saturated fats, which can stimulate the production of hormones that may cause the prostate to enlarge. This, in turn, can intensify the symptoms of frequent urination and the inability to fully empty the bladder. Scientific studies back these claims. A study published in the American Journal of Epidemiology found that men who consumed more than 2 servings of red meat per week were more likely to have an enlarged prostate than those who ate less. Another study in the Prostate Cancer and Prostatic Diseases Journal found that a high intake of red meat was associated with an increased risk of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH, which is the medical term for an enlarged prostate. But don't despair. You can replace red meat with healthier alternatives. Fish, chicken, and plant-based proteins like beans and lentils are all excellent choices. They're not only tasty, but they can also help you maintain a healthy prostate. Remember, your diet plays a significant role in managing the symptoms of an enlarged prostate. By making conscious choices about the food you eat, you can take control of your health. Reducing red meat in your diet could help alleviate your prostate enlargement symptoms. Diet greatly impacts the enlargement of the prostate and the symptoms it comes with. This we've explored throughout the video, focusing on the 6 foods that exacerbate the condition: dairy products, spicy foods, alcohol, processed foods, caffeine, and red meat. These foods might be hard to resist, but remember, they contribute to a vicious cycle of discomfort and sleepless nights. But all is not lost. You have the power to control your diet and in turn, manage your symptoms. Consider replacing these troublesome foods with prostate-healthy alternatives like pumpkin seeds or cruciferous vegetables, broccoli, kale, or cabbage. They're not just delicious, they're beneficial too. And while you're making these dietary changes, why not quit smoking and introduce regular exercise into your routine? Both can significantly improve your condition. So, take charge of your health and keep your prostate healthy. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more informative videos like this one. We provide research-backed health content every day. While you're here, check out our other videos as well. Until next time, stay healthy.